Okay, we have vectors and scalar quantities. Actually, there are two types of physical quantities. First of all, what is physical quantity? What are physical quantity? All those quantities which we can measure, correct? These are physical quantity like mass, time. We can measure time, we can measure mass, we can measure distance, same speed, temperature. So these quantities are called physical quantities. There are two types of physical quantities. These quantities are vectors and scalar quantities. What means scalar quantity and vector quantity? So scalar quantity are those quantities which need only magnitude to describe these quantities. For completely description of scalar quantities, we need only magnitude. Again, what is magnitude? Actually, magnitude is number with unit. Magnitude. It's a number, proper number with, yeah, number with a unit. This is called magnitude. Like what? Number is, let's suppose if we write 5 with unit, like 5 kg. So this 5 kg is called what? A magnitude. So to specify weight, we need what? We need only magnitude. If we say 5 kg of sugar, so this is complete description. 5 kg of sugar, 5 meter height, 5 kilometer distance, correct? Yeah, 5 joule. So 5 joule is energy. Scalar quantity are those quantities we need only magnitude. Distance 5 meter, height 6 meter. But vector quantities, okay, in vector quantities, we need to specify a vector quantity, two things. One is magnitude, second one is direction. You know magnitude is unit plus a number, like you can say acceleration is 5 meter per second. So 5 meter per second, this is a magnitude. Plus we need what? We need direction. For example, north, south, east, west. So for vector, we need both things. We need magnitude plus direction. We cannot say that, for example, velocity of 5 meter per second. So we need to say velocity toward north, toward east, toward south, or for example toward west. We need direction as well. Same displacement, we know direction. Uh, Force is also vector quantity. Momentum is also vector quantity. So vectors and scalar. Vector need direction plus magnitude, and scalar need only magnitude. Correct? Okay. Uh, Notation for,
Professor, I'm not clear on the difference of the vector and
okay, again, scalar. So when you want to buy sugar from shop, you only say that give me 5 kg of sugar. So it is complete specification of a scalar quantity, 5 kg of sugar, correct? But when you describe motion of body like acceleration or velocity, you cannot say to your, for example, to your friend that move toward the, yeah, for example, move 5 meter per second, yeah, move with acceleration of 6 meter per second. You need to specify direction as well. Move toward, yeah, move with 6 meter per second toward north, toward south, toward east, or toward west. Same, if you want to present a displacement, so for displacement you need direction. You are moving in positive direction or you are moving in negative direction. So for vector quantities, you need only, for scalar quantities, you need only magnitude. But for vector quantity, you need what? You need both, direction plus magnitude. So you can differentiate scalar and vector in term of uh, direction. For scalar, you need only magnitude, but for vector, you need direction as well.
Both magnitude and direction.
Correct. So only the difference between scalar and vector is direction. You cannot say 5 kg toward north, 5 kg toward east, 5 kg towards south. But 5 kg is enough to describe weight of somebody, correct? Mass of somebody. But for vector quantities like displacement is a vector quantity, velocity, acceleration, direction is must. So you need to specify the direction as well. Correct? Just direction. Okay. Uh, Next we have notation for a vector. So how we can present vector? So you can describe a vector, you can present vector by capital letter. For example, A, B, C. A, but with a arrow head. You can see, for example, arrow on the head of capital letter. Or, for example, B, but arrow with, for example, down capital letter. These two are the presentation of a vector. For example, we have another one, another symbol for a vector is bold face letter, like this one. If you want to present a vector from A, you want to give name to A, to a vector, so this is bold face letter. So this is called what? This is the presentation of a vector. Or for example, from another vector, if you want to write D, so you use this symbol. One face is bold. So these two are the, yeah, these four are the notation for the vector. Arrowhead, yeah, arrow above the capital letter, arrow below the capital letter, or we have bold face letter. This one is called bold face letter. Okay, you can present graphically.
Professor, there should be no difference between the vector above it or down.
No, these are same. Just name of a vector. Okay, both are same. If you want to give above or if you want to give below, both are same. You can give both presentation, both notification. Same A, B, these are bold face letter. These are name of a vector. Okay, how you can present a vector? So we present a vector by an arrow. If you want to draw, for example, arrow, so arrow, this starting point and end point. This is actually the length. This is actually the magnitude of a vector. And this arrowhead, this one, this show the direction. For example, if you want to present acceleration or velocity, for example, you have acceleration like acceleration of 20 meter per second. Toward what? Let's suppose toward east. So direction is east. So how you can present the vector for acceleration? So you need what? You need first of all direction. Like what? Draw direction east, okay, west, north, and south. Now you can know that which one is its side. What about second one? Okay, it is very difficult to draw 20 meter on a page. So what you can do? Second step is you can, okay, draw scale for 20 meter. It depends upon you. Let's suppose I want to create a scale, and according to scale, 10 meter equal to 1 centimeter. Just create this scale. 10 meter equal to 1 centimeter. Then what about 20 meter? 20 meter is equal to 2 centimeter.
2 centimeter.
No, it's very easy to draw 2 centimeter, but 2 centimeter means 20 meter actually. So then draw 2 centimeter line, correct? This 2 centimeter actually the magnitude of acceleration. Now what about the direction? So you can see acceleration 20 meter per second toward east. So toward east you need to draw arrowhead. So this arrowhead show the direction, and the length of line, yeah, the length of arrow show magnitude. This will be 2 centimeter. Correct? In the direction of east. Clear? So these are the presentation of what? The notation for vector. how you can draw vector, how you can present vector. Clear, guys? Okay, great.
Yes, Professor.
Great, great, great,
Yes.
Yes, Professor.
great,
Yes,
great.
Professor.
Okay, vectors, equality of two vectors. How we can say two vectors are same, two vectors are equal? If two vectors,
When they have the same magnitude?
yes, when they have same magnitude and same direction.
Yes, same
For
direction.
example,
In same
one,
direction.
great, great, great. So if you have, for example, a vector, vector number a, and the length of the a vector is 4 meter. Same another vector, b vector, and length is same 4 meter. And also their direction is same. One is toward east, second one is also toward east. So we can say that a vector equal to what? A vector equal to b. These are equal vectors. Correct? Okay. If their magnitude is same, for example, one vector you have like 4 meter and toward east. This is vector number A, name of a vector. And second vector is same 4 meter, but in opposite direction. B vector, same length is 4, but in opposite direction. So we can say these are negative.
They are not equal.
Yeah, they are negative of one another because their direction is opposite. So negative of a vector. Negative of vector is a vector of same magnitude but is opposite direction. Here you can see here when angle is 180. 180 when there is 180 degree. Like one angle is A and second one is B in opposite direction. Their length is same. So what about the angle between these two? Angle between these two is 180. Or you can say opposite direction, A vector and B vector. Correct? Positive vector and negative vector. So the equality of two vectors and negative of a vector. Clear? Okay, great. Great, great. Addition of vector. How we can add vectors? There are two methods of adding vector. Geometrical way and algebraic method. Geometrically means graphically, when you draw graph for vectors. Algebraically, when you write number like 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meters. So, first of all, methods for geometrical method, yeah, addition of vector by geometrical method or graphical method. Both are same. Graphical method or geometrical method. Okay, there are three methods. First one is like head to tail rule. What is head to tail rule? Okay. First method is head to tail rule. Let me explain here. Head to tail.
Yes, Professor.
Okay. Head to tail rule.
We
Yes. Head to tail
just
rule.
connect head of a vector to tail of another vector.
Great,
Yes, sir.
great. Excellent, excellent. Let's suppose three vectors are given. Vector number A, and let's suppose another vector is given, vector number B. This one is B. A vector and B vector. Third vector is also given like C vector, like C vector, C, this vector. So how you can add these two, these three vectors?
We
First-
connect the
Yes, great. So head to tail rule. So we draw first vector, then tail of second vector join with head of first one. Same tail of third vector head join with the combine with head of second vector. Like one, you need to draw first vector like we have A vector. Now you have B vector. So what is the tail of B vector? For example, take tail of B vector and join with head. Correct? This one is B vector. What about C vector? So same, take the tail of C vector, join with head of B vector. So like this one. Correct? So A, B, C. So in this case, you can join. Okay. Direction means what? Actually, in direction, here you need angle. Like what? For example, this one is x-axis. If you draw a vector like this one, a vector, so this means that angle a, yeah, this one is a, sorry, angle a direction is along x-axis. What is the angle between x-axis and vector? Zero, because both are parallel. X-axis and vector a both are parallel. If you draw like this one, so it means that it is perpendicular. So the angle of this vector is actually 90, because you need to compare with x-axis. If vector is like this one, so what you need? You need this angle, totally this angle from start of x-axis. Correct? So in this case, you can join A, B, C. This method is called head to tail rule. Addition of vector by head to tail rule. So what will be the result? What will be the combined effect of vector? So resultant vector is starting from origin. This is origin point toward last, yeah, final position. Actually, this one is resultant vector. So you can write that resultant vector R, this is also vector, is equal to A, B plus C. You have A, then add with B, and then add with C. So all these three, A, B, C, and the combined effect is called a resultant vector. This is combined effect of all three vectors, resultant vector. Correct? Same, if you are given 5 vector, 6 vector, 8 vector, so same you can join all these, but according to the angle given. For example, let's suppose first one A, then second one, then you have third one, then you need to add fourth one, then again you need fifth one, correct? Then last one, sixth one. So these are all A, B, C, D, E, F, 6. So what is the resultant? So resultant is from start to end, an arrow. This is actually resultant. So you can write that resultant vector is the combination of all vectors, yeah, combined effect of all. Like A, then same, plus B, plus C, plus D. These are. So this method is called what? This method is called head to tail rule. Joining head and tail. Head of first, tail of second. Head of second, tail of third. Head of third with tail of fourth one. Similarly, if you have 100 vectors, so you can join in the same way. Correct? So head
Sir,
to tail
this
rule. Yes.
head to tail rule is part of geometric method. It's not algebraic method, na sir?
Yeah, geometric graphical method. Geometric method.
Yes, sir.
Right. So we have second method, and second method is triangular way, rectangular way. Triangle, not rectangle, triangle way. Okay, great. Second method. Okay, second method is triangle. You can see this triangle. So triangular way. So triangular way actually, if you draw two vectors, let's suppose one vector is along x-axis and second vector is like this one. Correct? So what will be the resultant of this one? From start to end. If you draw from start one line to end, so this line is actually resultant. And you can see this is like a triangle. So this is called triangular way. That resultant is equal to what? Resultant is equal to A plus B. If two sides of a triangle or two sides of vectors act like the sides of right angle. Yes, right angle or any angle, like triangle. Again, for example, if you draw one vector, this one, and second vector is like this one. So from third one, it means resultant vector. So when you draw from start to end, so this is actually the resultant vector. So this method of adding these vectors is called a triangular way. A with B. A, B, these are just name of vectors. For example, A vector and second one is B vector. Correct? But this is possible when you add two vectors by head to tail. Correct? Two vectors by head to tail. When numbers of vectors are more than two, like 3, 4, then we use previous method, head to tail rule. But when two vectors are, you add two vectors with head to tail rule, then we use triangular method to find the resultant, the combined effect of all these two vectors. Third method of vector addition graphically or geometrically is actually the parallelogram law. What is parallelogram?
Instagram.
A parallelogram.
Never heard of it.
Can you write it, Professor? I didn't
Yes.
get
I think something like this one. Parallelogram law. What is parallelogram? This is also, I think, P-A-R-A-L-L. Parallelogram law. You know what is parallelogram? This shape
I know
is
what's a parallel line.
Yes, when the two opposite sides are equal and it's the shape is like a little bit
parallel.
yes, sir, parallel.
Yeah, when opposite sides are parallel. For example, one side and second side. When these are parallel, first side and second side. So this shape is called parallelogram law. Correct? So what is this law? Actually, great. Nadia, Sahar, great. So parallelogram law, when two vectors are given, but not on the way of head to tail rule. Like one vector is like this one, and second vector is like this one. It means these are not head to tail rule. Both are start from tail to tail. You can see here. So what will be the resultant of these two vectors? Let's suppose vector number A and vector number D. Oh, sorry, vector number D. So what will be the resultant? How you can draw? So therefore you need to draw a parallel lines with this.
Yes, sir.
With this. Yes. Yes. So you need parallel line with this one, and then you need to join. Correct? When you join these, it is a parallelogram. Then start from
You have to draw a diameter.
yeah, diameter. This is like diagonal, not diameter. Okay? Diagonal. So this one, actually this one is the resultant vector. R is equal to same A plus B. Correct? Or another one, if you draw one line like this one, this is your one vector, and second one is this one. So then you need what? Then you need to draw parallelogram. Like what? Same drawing one parallel line with this one, or drawing parallel line with this one. If you want to draw here, so you can draw parallel line here. This is your parallel line. Correct? Then you need to join these points. So then,
Professor?
yes.
Can't we use the triangular method?
No, in triangular method, both are head to tail rule. For example, one, then from head another vector will start.
Okay, Professor.
But these are actually starting from origin. One in that direction and this one is in this direction. It means both tail are joined. Tail are here. You can see both tail. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Professor, what if the units are not the same? What do we do in that case?
What means by units? Yes.
the sizes and also
Okay.
because we have a condition there, right? That the units have to be the same. And I thought that the units would mean the magnitude.
You can't add a kilogram with meter. That's what it means.
Yes. Great. Excellent. If you are talking like kilometer and meter, so it is possible. You can
Oh,
add
okay.
meter, correct? But when
Yeah, I understand.
when there is different quantity, like one is force Newton and second one is like, for example, distance meter or displacement in meter. So you cannot add these
Yeah,
two
I
different
understand
things.
that part, Professor. I just misunderstood it. Yeah.
Great. Excellent, Mehdi. So these three methods are graphical presentation of vectors. Okay, here we have, you can see this is triangular method, correct? And
Yes.
next one, this one is head to tail rule. How you can add, first draw A, then draw B, then draw C, then D. So last one, A plus B plus C, D. These are the effect of all. So head to tail rule. And okay, this is, yeah, we have just two here, but there are three methods. Parallelogram is also here, not included in my presentation, but all three methods are. Okay, main topic. It means it is a preparation for your second quiz. Component of a vector. How you can find component of a vector? Component of a vector when you divide, when you split single vector into two parts. It's called resolution of component of vector. How you can split? Listen, we have 2 minutes to finish this, but I will tell you just how you can split. Then we can discuss in next meeting. For example, you draw a vector. You can give name any name like R vector, A vector, B vector. You can give, correct? You can give R, A, B, C any video. So let's suppose R vector. So how you can split this vector into two components? So splitting this into two components, two parts, you need to draw what? You need to draw XY plane, X plane and Y plane. So then you need to draw a vertical line from the head of a vector. Draw a vertical line. Now this is R and you divide this vector into two components. This is like a triangle. One part is this one, vertical, and second part is horizontal. You can say this one is Rx. It means this one is Ry, vertical component. This one is horizontal component, means along x-axis. So R, this is main vector. You can write like R along x-axis plus R along y-axis. R with y. Correct? You can give name A, like for example, if you draw vector, this is vector number A. So how to divide this vector into two components? You need to draw a big vertical line, correct? So when you draw vertical line, so join these points. So now you divide vector, a single vector, into two components. This is called vertical component like AY, and this one is AX, horizontal component. If angle is also given, like for example, angle is A, angle is 30 degree, 60 degree, 40 degree, 50 degree. Correct? So this meeting is going to be end in just 1 minute. So then after, okay, you can join same link. Join same link. Then we will discuss about component of a vector.
Yes, sir.
This one was not clear for me, Professor.
I will explain again. Correct?
Thank you.